Okay folks, welcome back to what is literally the long dark. We are in the middle of nowhere. I was actually tempted to start that pitch black just to make a point, but I've opted not to do that. We're going to carry on with the torchlight so you guys can see what we are doing. And I am exactly where I left off. I'm in the cave. We are here. We have made our way. Don't worry about eating, we'll be fine. We've made our way back up from Milton, and we're heading back towards Mystery Lake. I've just realised, you know, I can't remember which way's which. Ah, I should have put a marker, really. We could actually be walking back towards Milton at this point. We'll find out in a minute. But do you know what? I think I am heading back towards Milton. Let's go this way. But yes, we are still in the caves. We are making our way back to Mystery Lake, and the plan is that a bit cool. I'll have that. The plan is to get back obviously to Trapper's Cabin, sort ourselves out. We haven't got very much food and water with us, so we just need to sort ourselves out. Then we're thinking of heading over to Forlorn Musket. Now there's two options I've got here, which I kind of thought about at the end of the last video, and I've had a chance to think about it a little bit more since. The plans are, we can either have a go at using the forge. Oh, here we are, nearly at the exit. Have a go at using the forge in Forlorn Musket, make some arrowheads. Obviously we can craft some arrows, bows and arrows, or we can think about heading across to Broken Railroad, to the rail maintenance yard. There's quite a lot of coal here. I'm going to pick this up. If we do use the forge, we can do all the coal we can get. I'm still trying to make my mind up. I'm a little bit worried about the length of the journey to Broken Railroad with the clothing we currently have, which is not brilliant stuff. But then equally, Forlorn Musket is not exactly hospitable either. At least when we get to Broken Railroad, there's going to be places where we can shelter. On Forlorn Musket, there really isn't, so I'm still in two minds about what to do, and I think I'll probably make my mind up when we actually get back to Trapper's Cabin and decide on the best course of action. But right now, we are leaving the cave. If that's a reflection of what the weather's like outside, it ain't going to be pretty. It's going to be very misty, murky. This is where I hope I see Trapper's Cabin in front of me. Yes, there we go. Because that would have been really embarrassing if I wound up back in Milton. Right, okay. So we are here. We're back to Trapper's Cabin. I just want to be sure that there's no wolves or bears around as I make my way down the hill towards the cabin. All is good. I'm going to turn this off, actually, because the Aurora is active. And it looks pretty cool. Look at that. I hear enraged wolves. I'm going to make a bolt for it because I am assuming that the wolves go completely crazy in survival mode as they do in Wintermute. So I'm going to make a bolt for it. Yeah, look at that. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, let's get inside. There's nothing electrical in Trapper's Cabin, so there is nothing in here to spark anything. But we'll get a little bit of light if nothing else. Right then, so we're back here in Trapper's Cabin. We are still in the middle of the night. We're coming up to dawn, actually. So let's just take stock of where we are inventory-wise. And clothing-wise, actually, to see... what is our clothing warmth bonus? It's actually 30... Do you know what? Our clothing warmth bonus is actually pretty good. It's not bad at all. You can probably think here where I'm going. I'm leaning towards heading to Broken Railroad, in all honesty. I am leaning towards trying to get to the railroad and go and explore that area and kind of bring stuff back here ready to go back to the Great Mother's house before using the forge. I think the only reason I'm thinking that is because I haven't really explored that region, and I'm a little bit excited, I'm not going to lie. I'm a little bit excited about what we might find there, so... Okay, we've got a few bits of clothing that I can drop. I've got some gauntlets, I'm going to drop those. Just get rid of those. I probably forgot I had them, to be perfectly honest. I think everything else is pretty much... Oh, we've got some lantern fuel. I'll tell you what, let's just refill our storm lantern now. From the lantern fuel that we're carrying. Where is it? Where is it? That's our refuel. Okay, cool. And then we may as well just hang on to that and we can use that later. I know it looks like a big jerry can, but actually it's not very heavy. Ooh, I've got a lot of charcoal. Don't need to be carrying all that charcoal. let's just offload the spare charcoal. I think my plan with the charcoal was to leave it in the Grey Mother's house, and I forgot that I was carrying it. So we might as well transfer virtually all of it. And is there anything else here that we can get rid of while I'm here? Sewing kit, let's get rid of that. And food-wise, we haven't got very much. We'll have to restock. Oh yes, and of course we've got lots and lots of coal. Yes, I'm going to keep coal in here. I'm going to keep it all in here. We don't need any of it if we're not going to the forge. I think I'm going to head across to Broken Railroad. I think that's going to be the plan. So we need to take with us a nice little survival kit. So could do with a few more. Yeah, it's all on the ground, isn't it? I'm okay for tinder. I'm okay for sticks. I could do with another couple of books, maybe. That's nice fire starting material, but sticks actually will be okay. It's food I think I'm in need of. Restocking. Yeah, I think we're okay to head over there. I'm a little bit excited, I'm not going to lie, about heading over to Broken Railroad, because I haven't really explored that region, and I'm kind of interested in what I'm going to find in survival mode, so that's kind of why I want to head that way. And it's a bit of a change from what I was intending to do, but it just adds a little bit more of an element. We've been around the whole of Mystery Lake pretty much. We've done our first sort of transfer run back to the Grey Mother's house, so we are keeping up with what we promised we were going to do. Ah, I forgot this was all here. I can't miss that one. I totally forgot about all this. Okay, that gives us plenty of food. I'm not going to struggle for food. So let's eat some of this. This is the problem when you start jumping between regions. You start to forget what you've got lying about. Oh, those two are only very small pieces. They're not going to give us many calories, so might as well just go ahead and eat those two. We'll keep the other two big ones. Water, I'm quite happy with what I've got. Okay, I think we're okay. I think we could do with a couple more books. Take a cattail heads. Have we got any books knocking about? They will be here somewhere. I'm looking around in the dark, so apologies. I know you won't be able to see very much. But don't worry, neither can I. I'm going to light the lantern, I think. Let's just bring out the lantern. We might as well. We've just refilled it. We've got plenty of fuel, so we're okay. Just see what I'm doing. Oh, I've only got one. Oh well, we'll take it. Yeah, so how's things going over here then? That's nearly cured. That is cured. That's cured. That's cured. That's cured. So we're actually doing okay. We've got 3 deer hides that are cured. One that's not far off. Actually, let's just have a quick look. Can we make anything with those 3 deer hides? Yes! We can make the deerskin trousers, or we can make the deerskin boots. Well, we've got some pretty okay boots, actually. I mean, it's going to be the wolfskin coat that gives us a decent warmth bonus. I'm just wondering if they've retweaked some of the warmth bonuses you get, because I'm pretty sure it used to be a lot better than that. Plus 2 degrees. Let's see what our existing trousers that we are wearing give us. I'm just going to turn that off just to save some lantern fuel. Let's just have a look at our current trousers. What do they give us? That's unbelievable. Oh, they are significantly better than the jeans then. Okay, I think before we go anywhere, we'll do some crafting then. We're going to make our deerskin trousers, but we're going to have to do that when it gets light. So let's just have an hour's sleep. So I think we've got the formulation of a plan. You'll have to forgive me, I keep jumping about a little bit at the start of this one because I'm kind of making this up as I go along and deciding what to do. But I think what I'm going to do, we'll make these deerskin trousers. They're going to be the first part of our really good set of clothing. We always want to get the animal skin clothing, so we're going to do that, the first part of that. Then, there we go. We can't craft in the dark, you see. That's something to always bear in mind. You can't craft if it's too dark. So let's grab our 3 cured deer hides. And I think it was 4 of these that we needed. So let's grab 4 of those. Now it's going to take time to do this as well. So let's jump onto the workbench and we'll go deerskin trousers. Obviously deerskin pants if you're from the other side of the Atlantic. It's going to take 12.5 hours to do this. So I'm going to do this in kind of probably, I'm going to say 6-hour chunks. So let's begin crafting. Oops, I'm going to dehydrate a bit, but that's okay, that's not a problem. My condition's going to drop, but it's fine. It's not going to drop that badly. There we go. Okay, so 6.5 hours left, so I'm going to drink before I do any more. So obviously we are going to head into another night before we get this completed. 6.5 hours. Let's see if it'll let us do 6.5 hours. It's probably going to go dark. When it goes dark, we'll suddenly stop crafting. You'll see what I mean. You can't craft in the dark. If there isn't enough light, you'll stop. Oh, we just about got there. Excellent. Cool. So we have now crafted the deerskin trousers. So let's do a swap then. So let's swap that for that. Obviously they're a lot heavier, but they give us a bigger warmth bonus. Perfect. Oh, except that's not the outer layer. Okay, hang on. Right, they are... What kind of condition are they in? 53%. What kind of condition are those ones in? 60. Okay, hang on. That's not the outer. Let's take those off. Let's take those off. Let's put those in that slot, and then let's put deerskin ones in that slot. There we go. We want those on the outside. They look cooler. Right then, so we now have... Well, these are mucklucks, which are not the deerskin boots. So these give us a 1.5 degree warmth bonus. What do the boots give us? 2.5 degrees full. So they're a little bit better. But the mucklucks are okay, so I'm going to hang on to those for now. That's why I decided to go for these, not these. Because I already had some decent shoes. So we're actually pretty good shape. We've got decent boots. We've got decent trousers now. So we just need to get some more wolf pelts, then we can make ourselves a decent coat. Of course, if you can get 2 pairs of deerskin trousers, that's even better. Although obviously that's going to give you weight. As I've said before, I always like to go for weight. Slow moving, weight, but warm. That's always my strategy. Okay, so we need to eat and drink. So let's eat our fill. Okay, so we've kind of gone off a little bit on a tangent for what I was intending to do with this one. Oh no! That's not good. That must have degraded below 20% whilst it was in there. Unless I accidentally picked up the 5%. Oh, did it eat the 5% one? Oh, whoops. Okay, well, we're going to sleep overnight anyway, so hopefully we'll be okay. But our condition is going to drop whilst we are food poisoned. So that was a little bit of a boo-boo. Unless that was raw and I didn't notice. Oh my goodness, my condition's really dropped. Oh heck, I never noticed. How... That's been pretty differently tuned. That has. Wow. I've never had that ham before. Right, okay, we need to treat this then, we can't risk it. Let's take the antibiotics. Oh, you need to do that and the recovery time. Oh no, what a stupid thing. I thought it was that or that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I have made one heck of a boo-boo here. I have made a massive mistake. Oh, we were in such good shape as well. I have made one heck of a mistake there. I thought it was either that or the recovery time. I didn't realise it was both. So we've now taken the antibiotics, but our condition is still dropping. We've got 10 hours of recovery time. I am mildly concerned here. This is going to slow it down, and it probably won't. Uh-oh. Oh, it's dropping really quickly. I think we could have just doomed ourselves here, you know. That was a really stupid mistake. I would hate this whole series to come to a grinding halt because of something stupid like that. But it hasn't dropped in that 1 hour. I think we're just going to have to chance it and see what happens. Let's do another 3. And just see if it drops any lower. What a stupid mistake. Okay, well it hasn't dropped any lower. So I think by taking that we have stopped it. So we've got 6 hours more recovery time before we can do anything. So let's pass time for those 6 hours. Yeah, our condition's not dropping, so it's stabilised. So at least that's a good thing. We have just got absolutely exhausted, but that's fine. I'm going to stop it though, because that is going to cause my condition to drop. And then I'm going to sleep once I've drank.
Oh, I could just lay down now. Let us...
That was a mistake. What a mistake to make it. Yikes. That was a bit of a slip up, that one was. A lot of the time, food poisoning is finally healed. A lot of the time it's a case of it's either a medical treatment or rest will cure your ailment. In that case, I've got no liquids now either. I've got no water. I need to... Am I still holding the storm lantern? Yeah, I am. Whoa, that was a mistake, wasn't it? Okay, yep, so always check your food. Don't do silly things like I just did. It's one of those things, though. It is a survival simulation in a real survival mode. The slightest mistake like that, and your history. I mean,
You know that guy who drank his own pee doesn't seem so crazy right about now.
Yeah, you'll be fine. There we go. Look, we've got water. It's fine. Okay, let me extinguish my storm lantern then. Okay, so that's thrown the timetable out very slightly, but it's okay. The fact is we're still here. That's the important part. Let's see if we can do a full 8 hours if it'll let us. We're just going to have to get our condition back up. I really need it to be 100% before I risk this journey, because it's going to be a long trek, and we've got fully rested. Okay, let's just eat another cattail stalk. Now the bad news, of course, is that most of the food that we've got left is that meat, which is somewhere around there somewhere. I'm not tired enough, so I'm going to have to pass time. Pass time for a few hours then. Our condition is slowly recovering. It's fine. It does slowly recover over time. Okay, and then if we just drink again. And hopefully we can get through till morning now. A couple of hours. And then we can think about doing this journey all over again. Oh, we woke up fully rested, slightly earlier than planned, and the weather outside does not sound very favourable. Let's just have a quick check. I mean, I'm facing that way. Let's just put the storm lantern on. I don't know why I don't. Well, I do know why I don't. Oh, let's just use a match. I'll do. I basically just want to find that container. Yeah, it's all dropped down a little bit, and I never noticed, and that caught me out. We should actually be okay. It increases your chances. If I eat some more... See, we're okay with that one. If anything above 20%, it's fair game, but there is a risk. Anything less than 20%, I just won't risk it. So, I think we got away with that. The real mistake there was me not realising... Just trying to find my safe so I can get some water out. I can't see it. Okay, let's just see if it'll let us just pass time for another hour, just so we can get to some daylight. There we go. Now we can see what we're doing. Right, let's get some more water. We haven't got much left in here. I'll take a litre. Okay, food is now going to be a bit more complicated. Obviously because of these being in such bad condition. I'm going to take a couple. I haven't got much left, so I'm going to leave what's left in here. I will take those 2 that I've got, but I'm just going to be a little bit skeptical about using them. Let's get rid of them. Right. Okay, so what have we done then? So we've ended up having to sleep an extra 24 hours, having nearly killed ourselves, so that was a bit embarrassing. But that just shows the slightest mistake, and it can do for you if you're not careful. So just keep an eye on what you're doing. Food poisoning is always a risk. Anything, the lower the condition percentage of the food item, the higher the chance that you'll get food poisoning. Anything above 20%, it's generally okay. But there is still that risk there if it's in the yellow. So anything above 50% is generally fine. Anything between 30 and 50%, there is a risk. Anything below 20%, I personally never chance it. Anything below 10%, you're pretty much guaranteed to get food poisoning. Yeah, we need to be a little bit careful with that. But bear in mind, I got caught out there because some conditions, some ailments get healed by a combination of things. Some get healed by one or the other, and I didn't read the screen properly, so always make sure what your treatments are before you do anything. That's the lesson to take from my mistake. But that has delayed us slightly, but never mind. We will pick up in the next video and carry on where we should really have already been. We are going to head across to the Broken Railroad. We're going to go and explore that region. It is obviously came with Wintermute. We do kind of know it because we went through to Wintermute, but we've not been to it in survival mode. I'm going to be very interested in that big house that's there, the big camp building, just see what's there. It was a bit derelict in Wintermute, so I'm expecting it to be derelict in survival mode as well, but there's plenty of shelter there, and of course the rail yard and everything else, so there should be some good stuff for us to loot and bring back here. Then we'll bring it back to Trapper's Cabin, we'll take stock of what we have, and we'll do another run to Milton before we think about what to do next. So I am going to say thank you for joining me once again for the Long Dark. You see it all warts and all, so when I make a mistake, you see it doesn't get cut out, and I very nearly ended the series a little bit prematurely there, but we got away with it. So thanks for joining me. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. There will be more Long Dark coming up. I am increasing the output. I'm going to try and do 3 a week if I can, and some live streams. We'll see how that pans out, but right now I shall say my usual sign off. I shall see you again very, very soon.